which is a quick walk around video of our Concorde Carver. It's a 2013 model. See there, Carver. Based on the Iveco with the large wing mirrors. As you can see, the cab is really nice and high up. Outside lockers, we've got this one at the front, which takes you all the way through to the other side. Gas locker with the electronic gas valve, so you can turn it on and off from inside. You can see the thickness of all these cupboard doors as well, by the way. Just to give you an idea of the gauge of the insulation on these things. Every door carpeted in the same style. This locker just here is, I believe, to be to do with the air conditioning from here, which is all underfloor. You've got your toilet waste and wastewater from there, as well as one of the freshwater drain off points. The hookup cable runs up into this point just here and comes up through this hole just here, so you actually have to run it through underneath and into this cupboard to stop any kind of draft coming in, and also stopping anyone being able to unplug it when you're not in the vehicle. External water point just here, and your boiler, so your Audi heating system basically, all back here. So you've got a couple more drain off points for the water filter just there, your water pump, which looks nice and new. Same brand as the toilet system as well, by the way, which is a kind of marine style porcelain toilet. So that's all there in there. Freshwater point and your Audi heating vent. All the windows at the back, so from the front windows and back, are all blackout from the outside, so you can't see through there. Well, not very well anyway. So they're all nice, but also the flush ones. So the older style windows were a bulbous window, and these are actually flush with the frame, so that looks really nice. So if we just go around to the front, again, same cupboard as I showed you on the other side, just the other side of it. This locker just in here gives you access to what I believe is the inverter. It's a master volt system, and on the other side of there will be the batteries. You've got storage under here. Actually, no, you don't, sorry. I was getting myself confused with another bit. So this looks to be something to do with self-leveling. Again, I'm not 100% on every single part, but that looks like what it'll be for. This locker in here is all to do with the toilet, and like I said, there's no cassette to take out because it's actually a proper porcelain toilet with a underslung tank. But that's all that, it's all to do with that basically. So you haven't got to do much about that. External gas point just here is a Reich, so it's a proper brand one. And your large garage. So the batteries will be in here, along with any other bits of electrical bits and pieces, various kind of solar controller, solar regulator. That little switch there is an isolator, so you can actually manually get in the vehicle instead of just pressing the buttons on the door, which I'll show you in just a minute, obviously without showing you the code, because that's an override for that basically. All of your trip switches and fuses are up there. And a few little bits and pieces have been modified in here in the past by the previous owner. This has had one previous owner from brand new, so it's only ever had the one owner, but obviously they've had to adjust it a little bit to get a little bit more storage back here. All of your original Iveco things are in there, and various kind of tent pegs, awning, etc., all in there. So if I just show you what I'm going to do, so you can see there, without looking at me, you can see you've got all these numbers just here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to press on that, or wait for it to come up. I'm not going to show you the code, but now that I've typed that code in, I can now open the door, and that allows us to get in. So I've not seen that before, if I'm completely honest. It's new to me, but obviously a Concorde special thing to have. Control panel's all touch screen, so you can go through here and, you know, do anything you like. You can turn on the inverter, which then brings on the TV. You can turn your gas on, so that's now turned the gas on, so now we would have gas at any of the gas appliances. If there's any gas in the bottles, I don't really know, to be honest. So, like I said, the control panel, all sort of touch screen, really simple to use. You can turn the entire thing off, but actually I'll turn the inverter off first. And the gas. All of your electronic bits and pieces are up here. You've got your air conditioning system, which works off this dial here, and your satellite dish, which is up at the moment. It's an Oyster one from that box there. You have also got, which is typical for Concorde, this kind of hidden cupboard up here. You can just pull that off, and that gives you access to your skybox and various electrical bits and pieces up there. You've got the stack style fridge and cooker system. We haven't actually had the vehicle cleaned on the inside just yet, so that'd be why that is. Sounds like the fridge is on. So we'll turn that off. So, the larger style fridge, like I said. The cab itself is really nice. The condition of this whole vehicle is fantastic, really. Like I said, one owner from brand new. So, we've got the... that was the bit I was showing you in the cupboard back there, which will be the air ride suspension. Iveco chassis, Waco reversing camera. It's obviously based on the automatic, and you know, really simple to use that. Pioneer little head unit just there, and various buttons there for various bits and pieces. Air conditioning, cruise control from this little dial just here, and you know, it's Concorde marked steering wheel. Now there are various sort of kind of different things that Concordes tend to have. So up underneath here, you can probably just about see there should be, not sure where the button for it will be off the top of my head, but there'll be a button to get the fly screen to come down. So essentially you're instead of having the fold down sunshades, you've actually got an entire shade that comes up from here. So you've got the manual one here, but there should be another one up top as well, I believe. So that'll come down and shade your eyes from the sun. You've also got these huge blackout blinds at the front as well as fly screens. So that'll be the same all the way around the vehicle, not just in the front, all the way around. Yeah, I mean, just the quality of the vehicle, the thickness of these cupboards, these are all solid wood. Absolutely silent when you're driving it along. Just notice there as well, you've got the EP self-leveling system, so that might be what those bits were for at the back. So basically you've got the hydraulic bits that come down and push the van up and level you out automatically. Yeah, a lovely original vehicle. Nothing sort of, you know, nothing crazy's been done to it or modified or anything like that. Obviously, like I said, because it's had the one owner. The bathroom area at the back here, so you've got a really nice sized shower in here. You can completely separate this area to the front with that little clip in there, which actually entirely closes off this door. So you've actually got access to the toilet, which, like I said, is a proper porcelain toilet. So you can basically use this as an entire bathroom area with the toilet and the shower in one. The radiators that are dotted around the vehicle, obviously this is an actual proper radiator, because you've got the Audi heating system, which is essentially a wet central heating system like at home, so it heats water up and pumps it around to radiators. That one there, it does tend to be a proper radiator in the bathroom, but there will be smaller radiators behind all of these little cupboards here. I don't know if you'll be able to see them, but basically that pipe just there will feed one of the radiators, or maybe a few of them, and anywhere where there's a little bit of a gap between this and the wall will be a radiator. So that's all the way around the back, all the way around the side. There will be some here, so you can see there you got the vents just there, so the heating will come up from every available place and heat the van up really evenly, so that, you know, yeah, it's just such a nice way of doing it, really. It's a really nice way of doing it. You've got the lights going up and around all of the cupboards up there in a really nice kind of arched format around there. Light up cupboard just in here for your glasses. But yeah, so really lovely vehicle. Main features really, being based on the Iveco chassis, automatic reversing camera, cruise control. So the entire cab is pretty much, well, I think it is the absolute top spec. Air ride suspension and the self-leveling EP hydraulic system, which I think are around £5 or so to have fitted. It's quite possible that would have been fitted from new as well when the customer bought the vehicle. I'm not sure, but it's obviously been done in their previous ownership. The fully touchscreen control panel, really nice feature, and also being able to turn on your inverter and gas from here. So it means you haven't got to go out of the vehicle whatsoever to do either of those two things. Having the underfloor air conditioning system is something, again, to be honest, I've never seen before, but that is what it is. So it is the Truma Sapphire Comfort. And really the Audi heating system. So when you turn that on, I'm pressing hold on it. Or maybe because I've turned the control panel off. What do I need to have on? Heating, there you go. So having that button on just there basically brings up the heating system. So yeah, the Audi heating system's fantastic. That's the thing that I was saying heats up those radiators. And again, you can turn it off from the control panel by pressing the heating button there. So lots of nice features, really simple to use. This little light here is telling us that the solar panel is actually charging up the battery as we speak. Info should show us battery levels. So we've got the leisure battery voltage. There you go. And we've also got vehicle battery, toilet level, so how much is in the actual sewage system, wastewater, freshwater, blah blah blah. But you can go through all of that. It's really simple. We do a full handover video on purchase, so every single appliance in here, I mean, like I said, this is a very brief walk around video, but every appliance in here will be gone through and shown in good sort of detail how it works. But yeah, so I think you know, to give you a brief run over, I think I've pretty much covered most of it. Just trying to see if there's anything else obvious. Tilt and turn aerial and booster if you didn't want to use the satellite system. A list of all of the previous servicing, which has been done every single year, no expense spared. There you go. Okay, so I think I've shown you everything I can to give you a brief run through. If there's anything else you'd like going through or showing, just let us know. Thanks very much.